At some point, yeah, there is 6 people, and I think I hear something about readying up. Ooh, I hear the countdown. Is it starting? I think we're starting. So this is going to be the quarterfinals of this ETF2L Prolands Cup top bracket playoffs. We're watching first mid of this Prolands match, I guess. And let's see what's going on in this first mid. See what's going on. Players have arrived to mid. Both demos are just trying to trade out damage right now. But Hard Gaming is going to be making their presence known on the mid here. Soldiers bombing over. The demo is going to get completely caught, but some great counter frags from Deox fan club. And it's just 3 players left for Hard Gaming. Avex trying to get the bomb onto Moro. Will only get 1 rocket. Good surf from Moro to get out of harm's way. And Hard Gaming completely getting wiped on that mid.
Yeah, like Isayan got punished for trying to do something. Both will just tried to bomb over the combo over Yak, and they got completely punished by one of the scouts. And in the meantime, I think it's Scruff who would manage to get Dingo from slope. So mid died, and then you have no heals. You have to waste to lose mid, and that's the first situation we were thrilled to see how you hold glass. Like, is there any way that holding glass is new now?
Yeah, well, we'll see. Let's see a full Uber advantage push straight into the right side. Best getting a good headshot onto Yak, though. So that is just player traded for a player, and now Deox fan club with no Uber just sitting here on the top left. All of Hard Gaming on top right. Poison jumping in, going down. Mex getting traded out straight afterwards, though. And now Best is going to chase 2 players of Deox fan club through lower, or through main there, and great cleanup. And then Moro's stuck in top lobby as well, going down. It's just Nation on last, trying to make something happen, but it's going to have to get out. Good last hold from Hard Gaming.
And now they're trying to repush the Spire with Best on the pawn, but he's getting contested by Yak. Can he make it? People aren't have spawned, but aren't there yet from Deox fan club, so maybe that's a big difference in the map, and that will allow, that actually allows Hard Gaming to take it back. So I'm pretty sure that's the new feature that allows them to cap it, because if Ixie and Scruff had respawned like 3 seconds earlier, they would have been able to contest it.
Yeah, it does seem like that definitely benefited Hard Gaming. Nation go down very early, and now Deox fan club can't really afford to get a sack in, so they're probably going to just be backing off, letting Hard Gaming onto this midpoint. There's still some spat, but it's actually Scruff behind, trying to get onto Dingo, force that Uber, but he's going to go down. And Deox fan club with 2 players is going to back off and hold this choke point.
Nice nerf from Dingo, who didn't use after the aggression of Nation and Scruff. He just was like 20 HP, but held onto his Uber, and that gives now a free way for our gaming onto the Spire. Moro almost at the her Uber, but all Deox fan club gonna contest it. I'm not sure. Nation is trying to flank, so maybe we'll get the force out of Dingo, but in the meantime, the fight is going on in trash. But huge bomb from Avex, who got Ixie and Yak in the fight, and that should open things up for all gaming into last. There's no demo up, they should push right away.
Yeah, Nation tried to make a big play behind, but actually Scruff and Nation are doing a decent job of holding this last point. Scruff just jumping straight down his heavy, getting that frag on that scout on the point. The Uber now has been popped. Scruff is alone with Moro on the point. Scruff's going to do all he can, but he cannot put it out enough damage as Moro alone on the point, going down as well. So there it is, Hard Gaming going up 1-0.
Whoa, that was a really well played from, I think Avex had a winning play there with his big bomb on trash. Getting Yak out of the fight when you push glass is really important, and then the heavy wasn't enough, so the Italian taking the lead. I'm kind of surprised about it. Maybe they can keep it up, I'm not sure. They have to win this mid though. They surely have a new strategy going on.
Yeah, let's see what they're gonna try to turn this, to keep this momentum going. You have some players, they're over at the shithouse of Deox fan club. Avex jumping in, gets 1 rocket in, but Mex following up on the damage, getting 2 frags. Marco, Yixi rather, responding with a frag onto Mex. It's 4v3, and Deox fan club will in fact lose that mid. Hard Gaming, as you said, is going to win this mid, and they're going to go straight through choke as well. They have about 10% advantage over Moro here, but players are being a little bit disconnected. Still going down, Ixie as well, but there's Lionheart going straight onto the combo. That's a demo down, and Moro does get her Uber staying alive.
Yeah, she got a sue out of Lionheart like keeping her alive. Really nice play from the Dutch medic, but now it's a full ad for Dingo and his team, and they should look to push. They're trying to go from Resop maybe or Unta, I don't know, but they want to take their heals in another place. Uber is forced by Nation onto the house though, and now it's Lionheart alone on the resupply with medic. Best got a frag in the meantime. That maybe is enough to get a Spire. It's 6 versus 4 right now with 10 seconds for both Nation and Poison, and the Italians are able to secure the Spire and move into lobby.
Yeah, I mean, great force from Nation, but yeah, then Poison getting caught as well makes it very awkward for Deox to try and hold that Spire. Now it's even Ubers. Hard Gaming just sitting on that Spire, building the Uber up, and Deox Fan Club just sitting on last. They have a sentry built up, so it's not seem like they want to be moving out of last anytime soon. So Hard Gaming moving in. I think Deox Fan Club doesn't actually seem to be building. Okay, they're building again now. Okay, I thought for a minute they were going to give Hard Gaming some advantage, but yeah, Hard Gaming's moving in now. At least have that Uber, maybe gonna movie in.
Scruff has a gun in the Sheepy spot behind the last point. Maybe he got that from the Scottish scout, and he has a dispenser as well. Marco is on spy, but Ixie is just he's just checking for off classes, I think. And we saw on the previous push from Deox Fan Club that it still is really hard to push on Badlands last. So when the Ubers are the same and there's an NG, no matter what your respawn is, it's still hard to push from this.
I just love this this sentry spot right now, and actually I just saw Sheepy come online on TF2, so maybe just Sheepy showing some interest in this game. Curious, thinking that the sentry's back, but yeah, I hear that the demo has switched to quickie bombs. That would be his name is Still on that quickie bombs.
Look at Nation, he's behind them. He's going to grab down, but he's spotted by Max. He doesn't got the trade though, so Max got a frag into Nation. With Avix down, Avix up in Nation, maybe that's enough to push out of the quickie bomb launcher. The stickies aren't on the point though, they're on main. The Uber is used top right from Dingo to Max, trying to get the sentry, but the sentry got so much ignite power onto the Uber. Look at this, the sentry doesn't die, and the sentry actually get Max in the trade. Moro doesn't even have to use her Uber, and it's looking really dreadful for Hard Gaming now, having popped the Uber, didn't get it off from Moro, and now being 2 up. This is looking really grim.
Yeah, the Sheepy spot just showing it can work very well. It definitely helped out his team very well there. And now Deox Fan Club pushing into mid with this full Uber advantage. Mex a little bit too far on mid, going down. The rest of Hard Games trying to get out. Nations trying to just get in, maybe get another frag, but won't get that. But they will get this midpoint, and they should be able to at least try to push through choke. Give it a little bit of an attempt, but Yak goes down to Lionheart. Demo will get isolated into a frag trade on the flank as well. Will mean that it's still even numbers. Scruff finding a frag under bridge as well. It's going to mean that Deox Fan Club will make their way onto Spire and will be capping it up.
Yeah, that was a bit scrappy. Max tried to go for Spire, he got a break, but he didn't. He got completely owned by Ixie. But in the end, maybe that's what Hard Gaming wanted. Now they have the Uber, where they were on disadvantage for a long time, but now it's even Uber. Lionheart is on the heavy, and we should see another heavy hold from the Italians. Best on Sniper trying to get an entry pick as he did on the first time, but it looks like Deox Fan Club is okay to take some time, and as I said that, the Uber is used on top left onto Poison. Dingo uses for some reason, I guess he was kind of weak, but no, nothing happened. I mean, this trade between Avix and Nation doesn't lead to anything.
Oh, great repush though from Deox Fan Club onto the top right area of the last point, and now it's just a scout left for Hard Gaming, and Deox Fan Club will actually equalize and go 1-1.
Well, how did they took it? I mean, the Uber wasn't really good, but the Ubers from Hard Gaming wasn't. It was nearly as bad as the one from Deox Fan Club, and then. Yeah, I like the aggression. They just dry pushed on this and got the frags. That was a really nice play, and now it's 1-1 onto the score line.
Next mid, Hard Gaming, 2 scouts on that mid point with some early aggression. Avex by the shithouse of Deox Fan Club, ready to go in for the bomb, but a lot of aggression from Deox Fan Club already getting countered by Hard Gaming, but then they lose 2 players of their own, and there goes Still as well, so no demo. It is 3v3, but Deox Fan Club has scout demo and more positioning, and Hard Gaming not really too keen on fighting it.
And they have early spawners compared to the Italians, so maybe they want to try to push on this number advantage and try to burst through the choke, but they're not going, and it's going to be the first hold of Spire we've seen so far, Uber versus Uber. Again, I don't think there's any fix on the map that will do anything, maybe except the ammo pack on Unta. But what I said, that Nation died on the resupply, trying to be really aggressive onto the flank, but to no avail, and I assume that Nation is going to maybe off-class to get a frag out of his death.
He's about to respawn. He's gonna just elect to stay on Soldier, just maybe go for the endless amount of sacks. Try to break the stalemate that way.
But he can't, because they have Hammer now. They're ready to greet him all the time.
Well, instead you can just break the stalemate by out-DMing people, and that's exactly what he's going to try to do here on Restup, and actually Poison will join him as well. Great push here, completely isolating Avex, so that is an open flank for Hard Gaming. The Uber has now been popped by Deox Fan Club, trying to get some frags with it. They have 2 players inside, a Soldier and a Scout, that can try and get some frags. The demo dropping very low in lobby. Poison's now going to go down. Scruff sees an Ubered Lionheart. That is Poison that will join our Nation, but they will get that 1 frag, and Nation still in lobby trying to kill and get another frag onto Avex, but he doesn't have enough health to fight him. Goes down, and DX Fan Club, seemingly being able to get into second, is back on mid, and well, this is going to be quite awkward as Hard Game actually is pushing out a balcony here. 3 players trying to just go straight into the face of these Deox Fan Club players. Poison under bridge is very weak, gonna get cleaned up, but Best going down as well to Yixi. So Deox Fan Club should still be able to push in. The Uber is not yet up for Hard Gaming.
The fight from Still, like completely annihilating Deox Fan Club, but somehow they got really damaged as well.
But Avex getting onto Moro, he just walks out of shithouse onto the chain and takes Moro down. So no heals for Deox, but Ixi chasing Dingo as well, so no heals for either players, and Moro spawning a little bit faster. It's going to give a slight Uber advantage for Deox Fan Club, but still a good job from Avex getting that kill there.
Will that be enough though? Because with Dingo dying, the Uber is back onto Moro's hand now. It's a really small ad though, so probably not enough to push from. But Yak is he a robot? No, Yak is going to spawn. He's going to switch back. He's going to do the same as Still, I assume, and just go for the quickie before trying to do any kind of push. And in the meantime, there's a heavy onto the Italian side. They know they have a disadvantage, and they wanna. They're more about having a strong defense than building the Uber.
Yeah, but Moro is on crits. I want to see what's gonna happen with this. I'm curious if we're gonna see Yak getting that crits. Let's see what's gonna happen. They seem to be there. There it is. Yak's gonna get that crits. He gets Still. Try to get some crits stickies onto Best as well. He will only get that 1 frag with Poison. Oh, the rocket!
He spiked from main and just got 1 frag out of the spawn. But now the Uber is just from Dingo. But they have so many casualties onto the Italian side. Ixi gets next in the meantime, and then Lionheart and Dingo dive. What a crits! That first getting a nice sticky onto Steel, and then this rocket from Poison just shooting at the spawn door, hoping for someone to get out of this and getting a frag. That was really fun to watch.
That was a million IQ play from Poison to get that frag as well. That was a surprisingly good crits, even it wasn't looking too great after just only getting that 1 demo frag, but there it is. Deox Fan Club in the lead now. Hard Gaming needs to try and turn this around to get back into the lead. Avex jumping in onto the combo of Deox Fan Club, but not really able to land a rocket. But Deox Fan Club is mostly completely retreated except for Nation here on the train. He's going to go down. Poison will get some great rockets. He gets 3 frags!
Huh. How does he do that? He was alone, but yeah, I guess he just... Everyone was weak and one rocket was enough, but no, Yak is wanting to be really aggressive onto the combo. He's getting so much room for his team. Look at this. Dingo was like 70 HP and had to fall back, and even though they have the Uber, Avix disconnecting from his mana, kind of a questionable play from the soldier, and now the Ubers are traded, but it's so much in favor of Yak and his medic.
Yeah, this is pretty much done for hard gaming. It's very unfortunate. They definitely were in control for most of that mid. Actually, Deox fan club pushing in through choke, trying to catch these players out early, but they're not really getting too many frags. Lionheart is there to get cleaned up. Goes down. Yak is trying to shoot some pipes. Should be able to get on to Dingo. Oh, but there's Avex. Avex full self-destruct there, going down. Yak goes down to Bess as well. Nation's under the bridge, getting some help from Poison though, and Yixi should be able to get the rest of these hard gaming players out of there, and they're going to be capping up second.
Maybe a lack of focus onto the Titan side, because Moro was weak, Yak was weak, and Poison was weak. So maybe not Yak, I mean Nation. So maybe they would have they had some room to do better on this one.
Yeah, well, hard gaming now is on last. They have two off classes, a heavy Lionheart and the Bess on sniper. Bess is just peeking around, sitting on this left spawn door. Mostly just waiting to see if someone will walk into his line of sight, but most of the Deox fan club players are all up top, so nothing really much. Nation peeks a little bit down those stairs, but nothing for him to do, so we're now just going to be waiting for which team will be the first to either grow impatient or break this stalemate. Nation actually in main is going to be jumping in, trying to get onto the medic there. Just some good supporting spam from the rest of the fan club players. Poison and we'll actually get the frag onto Dingo. We'll get that drop. So that's a great coordinated play there. Two soldiers for a dropped Uber. So now Deox fan club has the full Uber advantage. They're going to be waiting on their spawners. Mechs aggressing a little bit, going down to Scruff, but Scruff will lose his life as well. But spawners are coming in, and Deox fan club is in position to push in with this full Uber advantage.
Two soldier for one Uber, I take it any day. And now it's a really nice ad for Deox fan club. I assume Yak is gonna lead the charge, but can Best maybe take... Oh, Best tried to get a shot onto Moro, but couldn't take it. And now the Uber is used as Poison, getting really aggressive onto the heavy, and with nothing done, he's gonna jump onto the other door, followed by Ixi, but he's the one who dies. Poison first casualty, and then Nation. No soldiers again, but this time the Uber is... What is this rank? Still getting the other demo on Yak dying as well. What was that? That was such a B from Deox fan club.
Yeah, they Ubered in through top left and got nothing, and then Poison just kind of walked onto point, cleared the sticks, and then no one really did anything with it. They just kind of started trying to get frags, even though they could have at least tried to bait the point a little bit, but they didn't, and now they're just sitting here in choke. Nation on sniper and hard gaming in position to push out. They do have the Uber advantage, but they're a little late. They only have like 20% ad at this point. They should watch out for that Nation sniper. He is in position to potentially get that shot on to Dingo there. I don't know if they're aware of it, but now it's even Ubers. They've taken too long to push out, and hard gaming is just gonna back off straight onto last once again.
Yeah, maybe they didn't realize it's the new version of Badlands when you have better spawners than the team attacking Spire, but I think they had some a window of opportunity to push out of them, a really close one though, and they didn't take this opportunity, so now they're back on their last. Kind of a shame. I think they could have tried something, but in the end it's another reset on last. There's gonna be a duel between Nation and Bess. I would say Bess is a better sniper than Nation. But now with the heals, and I think he's using Machina as well, so if he gets the body shot into Nation, that could be enough.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, this is definitely just an even sniper battle, and they have the reflexes more than it's the battle of the aim, especially when you have the Machina, so yeah, we'll see who wins, I guess, the coin flip, but Nation doesn't really have his sights on the sniper. He has his sights on Avex here. Avex, no clue that he's being watched. Easy headshot for Nation. He's going to be moving into left side. He sees Bess over there, gets a headshot, but Bess with the full charge headshot will take out Nation instead. The Ubers have now been traded through top right, but no frags being traded there. Both teams recognizing that they can't really do too much with when it comes to chasing with that Uber. So nothing really has happened. A lot has happened, but the situation stays the same.
If anyone was still wondering, Badlands is still Badlands in the end.
Yes, this is the truth. But now
Scruff is on Spy. I like it. I think he went all the way back to spawn when Nation spawned and switched. So maybe the Italians won't expect it, and I'm pretty sure they don't because I saw no one onto the Italian side going Spy on spawn and checking. So that could be a neat little trick from Deox fan club. Even though actually Dingo is on the spawn now, so it's gonna be hard for him to get him backstab unless he goes out of spawn. And yeah, he's now in the stairs and But Yak dies to a nice headshot from Yak. I still don't think it's enough for the Italians to push out because now the Ubers are the same, and even though Demoman is quite a nice pick, Badlands is still Badlands.
Yeah, well, Avex going down and Scruff is in a decent position. But he's been spotted by Lionheart. Wow, that was a great shot there. So now they're...
That's vac.
Yeah, that's definitely a vac if I've ever seen one. But yeah, now they know that there is in fact a spy. And with about 8.5 minutes left, actually Nation jumping in, getting mechs. So that's 2 players down, 2 soldiers dead. A Uber push coming in from Deox fan club now. They have traded the Ubers now. 4 players. The spawner for Avex is coming in. So it's going to be a 5v6 fight. But Deox with that spy is going to be kind of awkward. They're just going to play the point. And that's going to be it. Ixie and Scruff on the point, capping it up for X3. And it's like it's old Badlands. Just play the point and you win.
Yeah, Scruff was really smart in this play because he's been spotted as spy, so it was going to get really hard for him to get a stab. So we went for the only play that would ensure him to leave and help his team, as in getting the cap. So a really smart play from the spy.
Yeah, and now with about, I think that's 6 minutes left. I can't exactly tell, but this is the 4th mid. Great jump for Poison, trying to get damage onto the scouts, but he's not going to get a frag for that. Nation doing his jump of his own, getting a great shot onto Mex there, managing to trade out his life, but now 3v4 hard gaming is not going to be able to contest this. Great Dingo going down to I think a roller from Yak there, and then Bess is on 20 HP in the house, and I don't think he's going to do too much. So Deox fan club winning that mid, going to Spire now.
Yeah, and a really nice win from Poison. Even though he died really early, he did so much damage that everyone from hard gaming was just holding back with low health. Best trying to go for Moro, but to no avail. And even though Poison died really early, but basically won the mid for his team. So he gave his life for mid. So that's pretty fair.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty decent. But now hard gaming is in a really awkward position, seeing as it's 7 minutes left. They're 2 points down. This is actually a really good defense right now from this Uber right now. The Uber has been popped, but the Pyro from Lionheart is doing a really good job of keeping them back, and still actually managed to get a frag as well with the loose cannon. Yeah,
Ixie got dropped into in this Uber by Moro because I think everyone was just inside each other. It was really hard for the medic to get all of them. But yeah, they're not killing. I mean, Sentry, Pyro, and Double Dunk. This is gonna get really tough for Deox fan club if they wanna push this last. But now that we're talking about pushing last, I mean, it's 6 minutes left, 3-1 for Deox fan club. They don't really have to push right now. It's up to the Italian if they want to win this game.
They're sitting on last, but once again, they're taking so long to push out. I'm not sure what's keeping them so scared. I mean, they have 6 minutes and 2 points to get, so they need to be pushing, but they just they want more than just an Uber advantage push, it seems. So DX fan club now with the even Uber sitting back up top. Yak will get greeted with a headshot in the face from Bess, but Bess not getting the frag with that headshot, so no frags exchanged just yet. Scruff going down to Mex gives hard gaming a bit of an opportunity in here, but see if anyone's going to try and aggress a little bit. Bess is trying to find an opening in bottom left, but it's going to get spammed out, and it's now 5.5 minutes. 2 points. Bess going down, but still actually is in main there, trying to see if he can catch someone by surprise. The Uber has been popped into top left from Moro there. The Uber has now been popped by Dingo. They're going to get their frags right now. Nation's going to get cleaned up top. Moro needs to get out, but won't be able to survive. There is a sniper scruff in main. Connor's awkwardly sitting here. He should be cleaned up soon. He is dead, so Hard Gaming should be able to get out now. Yak he's hiding. He's gonna go for the back
is going
cap.
as well.
Where is he going though?
Ixie's on last. He hasn't been spotted by Max, by Avex, and he got 3 shots to the soldier.
The cap in time! Oh, wow.
Oh, what was that? That was like a sliver of seconds. I don't know if that's even a word. What?
Oh, I feel so bad for Deox fan club. They had the 2 players committed for that back cap, and it just barely didn't work out. And now Hard Gaming is going to stack this midpoint, and that those 2 players on second won't be able to beat that out as well. And Yak completely caught in choke, also getting cleaned up. It's good stuff from Hard Gaming, cleaning up the players behind him. There's also Nation on mid, but he's going to be able to get out. At least if he's going to go and get out, he's going to get out. So Hard Gaming doing a good job of pushing this advantage as far as they can. Their Uber's now up. It's 30% advantage. Nation has been spotted in Haunter, so he won't be able to get the jump onto Dingo. So Hard Gaming, for now, doing a good job of potentially moving their way onto last.
Well, it's pretty much now or never. It's 3 minutes and 45 seconds left, so if they want to win, like, the only way for them to win is to tie this game, and they have to have a successful push right now. Avex dying right now is not much of a big deal, but look at Scruff, he still have that sentry bar on point, and I'm not sure the Italians know how to get rid of them of it. So this sentry, I think it means doom for the Italian side.
Yeah, it doesn't look too bright for Hard Gaming, but they're gonna have to do something soon. It's 3 minutes. The last 3 minutes are about to start, so they're gonna have to be pushing in soon. And well, yeah, it's just looking extremely bleak. Yak sitting in spawn, actually watching them, seeing if they are gonna be pushing in soon. They're assembling in main. They're just gonna go straight in. They're trying to clear the stickies off the point right now, but the Pyros met them there. Lionheart actually will go down first. Best as well, going down to the Pyros. That's 2 players dead.
What is that?
And this push is extremely dead. Like, I've not seen a more dead push in my life.
What was that? I don't understand what they've tried to do. It looks like they wanted to get 1 scout on the cap, but still is running a regular sticky launcher, so he can't get rid of the stickies. So, well, I don't know what was the idea behind that, but yeah, you don't want to sack 2 players just to get best on sniper.
Well, Nation going down in top lobby. That is a frag for Hard Gaming. That might be enough for them to do something. Best gets the shot onto Scruff through his soldier there. So that's 2 frags. Poison actually getting dropped in Uber as well. So it's 3v6 for Hard Gaming. If they just wait out this Uber, they should be able to push in. The sentry going down as well. Lionheart's on the point. And there it is. 3-2. Hard Gaming on their way to the comeback right now.
Yeah, getting that frag on Ixie was so important for Hard Gaming, because that means they could get the sentry down and just rush to the point. 1 minute 40 seconds. They have to be really, really good right now if they want to take it. They have to keep the momentum going. And yeah, can they do it? Yeah.
Well, I mean, we've seen them win mids before. Maybe not like big wipes, but let's see. Avex is in position for the bomb onto the combo. Lionheart will start it off with the frag onto Nation. Avex now jumping in. It's completely denied. His bomb has been very ineffective. Ixie goes down now. 3v4. Hard Gaming does not seem to be winning this mid. They just have Still and Dingo. And unless Still can do some extremely clutch moves, Scruff actually already in on Dingo. Still has no clue that this is even going on. He does get the frag onto Yak. Dingo still fighting Scruff here, but Scruff eventually finds that frag. Good fight from Still to trade it out, but this is basically over. It's 50 seconds. They're on second, and Lionheart actually was building a sentry on last there. Deox has not actually capped mid, or Deox fan club have not capped mid, but that won't really matter too much. It is 35 seconds left. GGs are being called into chat. So congratulations to Deox fan club for pulling out the very surprisingly close win here against Hard Gaming.
Yeah, we all expected Deox fan club to take it, but maybe in a more maybe more large fashion. No, not a I mean, they were above head and shoulders. I think. I mean, it's kind of does make sense. They win this, but 3-2. Yeah, Badlands still has some still proves trouble-worthy for some of the teams.
Well, the question is this did this get close because Deox fan club played poorly, or would you say this would be because Hard Gaming played surprisingly well?
A bit both, but I think it's a lot about Badlands last as well, where you can, even if the other team is really stronger than you, you can hold forever if you do it properly. So like, because remember there were so many times we were on one of these teams last, just waiting for one of them to break the stalemate. So I think it has more to do with the Badlands in itself than one of the two teams.
Alright, well, let's see if we can we look at logs? Let's see if that will maybe make the picture a little bit clearer for us. See what exactly was going wrong in the stats department. Let's go over here. Let's look at the stat everybody wants to look at. Let's look at damage dealt. Top damaging is the boy, the one and only Nation.
Easy.
1920 with 8k.
Oh, from quite a large margin though, like 1k more than Yak. He's playing Roamer, right? So that's quite impressive for Nation.
Yeah, it seemed he was doing a good job of putting out damage, and he did get a lot of kills. I mean, he got 19 frags, which is the highest for a non-scout on the server. So he did play, like, he got died also a lot, so I don't know. He was basically fighting constantly, so definitely doing a good job devastating the flank, I guess, for his team. And then yeah, Yak being
look at Ixies going 25 for 7.
Oh jeez,
that's pretty good.
Italian scouts being good, and I feel like that's I feel like I've seen that before. And I mean, Best did really well as well, 21-13 with 6.5k, doing better than basically all the other soldiers. So yeah, the Italian scouts definitely showing up on this map, trying to show that Sorex isn't the only good Italian scout, I guess.
So when we look at this game through the prism of the map, do you think it would have been the same on the regular balance?
I guess. I mean, I didn't. Most of the times when the people still seem to be playing quite quite safe, not really paying much attention to the spawn timers. I feel like it maybe would have been a bit different if people played around the spawn changes a little bit more, but it seemed like this was mostly just a match where people forgot that they were playing on Prolands, I think. So I think it would have been mostly the same.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Like
there was only one situation at the beginning of the game when it actually matters, when Hard Gaming tried to re-push out of the Spire and successfully took it back from the Deox Club. I think that was the only real situation where it actually had something to do with the map and the fixes. Like I didn't pay attention to splashes, so maybe Nation went insane because he had some splashes that actually worked in his favor. I don't know, but yeah, I think it's hard to tell just with this game if this map works better than the regular balance, in my opinion.
Alright, so let's see what the next map is gonna be that we're gonna be looking at. It's going to be the semifinals match we are watching, Chokebusters versus Deox Fan Club. To give you a quick heads up on what happened in the other matchups, as we know, the Chokebusters got a default win against Mad Decent, and Underdogs managed to beat Digital Flow, but it seems that Underdogs has given a default win in the semifinals to Weeb Tunnel Tactics. So
what is that?
I don't know what that's all about, but apparently we're gonna see Wind Tunnel in the finals without playing a single match, so that's great. But yeah, so the next match we're going to be watching is going to be the Chokebusters, aka the Nunya Mix, versus Deox Fan Club, the team that we just watched win their quarterfinals matchup.
Yeah, we don't have much of a choice anyway.
I guess, yeah, right?
So we should have the game going on like pretty quickly, I think. Yeah, that should be a good one though. Being Badlands is gonna be close because Badlands is usually a close game, but I think these two teams have quite a similar skill level. When you look at Datchokbusters roster, it's only good players that I know of, and yeah, it should be a kind of great game.
Yeah, and I think even though Jogbusters is like mostly a team with Prem players, due to kind of Nunya being like a relatively bottom Prem team, I think they've played this team before a couple times, so it'll be pretty interesting to see how they will match up in this actual official. Because I mean, I remember people they always talk about, or well, not always, but I've heard people describe Nunya as the team that is keeping top high teams out of making Prem, as Nunya tends to beat all the top high teams, but then seems to be losing to all the bottom Prem teams. So it'll be interesting to see if the theory persists throughout this Prolands Cup as well.
Yeah, and we have like there are more confident players. I'd say. I mean, Pappy, Kontok, Ratslayer, Crafty, and then they all played Prem this season, so maybe they will be a bit more aware of the switches on the map, like respawn times. So maybe they will take advantage of it. I don't know. I hope so, because yeah, again, right now this game could have been played on Badlands. I wouldn't have seen any difference. So I'm still waiting for that thing that will make me say, "Oh, okay, we need to play this map."
Yeah. I think something that'll be maybe interesting to see is what am I trying to think of? I've seen them play with the banners a lot. At least I feel like the match I've seen them play yesterday, they seem to have at least one of their soldiers playing with the banners, which I find kind of interesting. It's definitely seems to be a trend that's been going on like in the last couple seasons, and I've seen that some teams play it with like a low banner playing basically double banner with their pocket and roamer. So I would like to see how the choke busters will utilize that. Maybe use that to make pushing out of last a little bit easier. You know, with the shortened spawn times and all. So we'll see how that works out. But while we're waiting on server stuff to be figured out, we're going to be throwing it to a little bit of a break. So we'll be back soon with the match Deox Fan Club against the Chokebusters.